Next up is your metabolic age. We're going to have a look at that.
I wasn't better at that than when you told me what it was first. No.
It was 60.
It was?
It was. Let's have a look at what it is today.
It's gone up now, I'm leaving.
We need 4 more challengers after their first week on the 40-day health challenge plan. A new exercise routine, phase 1, to getting to the minimum level of fitness for future health.
Come on, keep going, work through the pain. Work through the pain.
A new healthy main meal to cook every day.
Dinner time.
And Dr. Eddie has his exercises for the head.
Eddie Murphy's challenge for today is be committed.
And remember, you can start your 40 days today at 40dayhealthchallenge.ie.
40 days to lose a bit of weight, 40 days to get fitter.
Aimee Smart O'Hara, our high-flying mum of 2. How's it going?
Good.
How's your first week been?
Much better than I thought it would be.
Okay.
Really,
In what
really
way?
good. I really enjoyed it, which I didn't think I would. I thought the portion sizes would be minuscule when I saw the recipes, but they were actually really good. Like, yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, just really good mentally. My husband said to me this morning, like, your personality has come back. Like,
Wow.
even just after a week, it's definitely been great.
And how have you been juggling everything? Because you've got 2 very young kids.
I have to say, I kept myself at home this week.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't go to baby groups. I wasn't running around after people. I just stayed at home and focused and had a bit of a chill week. So I think that'll be my challenge next week now when I go back kind of into real life.
Well, even within the first, I think we can all agree, within the first 7 days, it's a very different person looking at us. Like
Yeah, I'm not crying.
Well, that too. You're quite radiant and you've great energy and you've great positivity. And
My husband said that. He was like, your personality came back like from before my mum was sick. Yeah. So that's a win. Like, that's such a win.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. Irrelevant to whatever I'm going to tell you. That's massive.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to have a look at one stat for you. We're going to have a look at your weight.
Go on.
All right. So when we weighed you in last week, you were 106 kilos, and today we weighed you this morning. You're 103.2 kilos, 2.8 kilograms down, 6 pounds of weight loss in the first week. Now that's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's. Oh my God, yeah, and the rest. Nearly half a stone in a week.
Okay.
The one thing I would like you to look at, though, is given that you're lactating and given that you're breastfeeding, is that you're not hungry.
I wanted to talk to Sophie about that.
And that is because when you're lactating, you are burning calories in order to produce milk.
Yeah.
And you don't want your supply to drop.
I did have more than one snack a day. I
But
wasn't sticking to the one snack.
You actually you took it upon yourself to kind of have that extra bit at lunch. I think at lunch you had an extra bit of chicken or something in the sandwich. It was fantastic because when you are lactating, we need about kind of 300, 500 calories extra.
Yeah.
So we have to be mindful of that. We want baby to get the iron, calcium, potassium, vitamin A, vitamin D, whatever it is that they require. And if it is an extra snack for you at this moment in time, let's do that. So if there ever is an occasion where you're feeling, now we do need to decipher, is it emotional hunger or is it physical hunger?
Yeah.
We want to just make sure that we're not actually overeating because we're feeling such a way. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
But actually what Sumi's saying in terms of the physical hunger aspect, definitely we can't have you being physically hungry.
Yeah. No, I was at 1 or 2 points. But I chose. Like
nutritious options.
I didn't go for like what I would have like the breakfast cereal bars or the fast kind of things, and like I didn't run it by you, but I did take extra
So
snacks.
very, very simply, you'll also know your supply will drop as well. If you're not eating enough calories, you won't have the
I've
supply.
noticed my supply though, because I'm obviously much more conscious of my water is much better.
Good.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Great.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
What are you
Great
drinking
indicate.
Water.
now? How much water?
Oh, I'm not measuring. I'm just constantly drinking it.
I just want you to look at something here.
Day 4 today is turkey burgers and a salad. Where are the chips? Not gonna lie, I'm not that excited about it. I don't mind peppers raw, but spinach leaves raw. I definitely keep the turkey burger in once 40 days finished, but
Let's be honest.
look, I'll give it a go. Maybe I'll surprise myself.
I love that, right? I love that. And it's funny because I suppose it's kind of getting away from, or trying to get us away from the habit to do with our associations. So like, what do we have generally in a chipper with a burger? Chips. And you were like, what the flip is this rabbit food on my plate? But you embraced it to a certain extent because you tried it, which is amazing. And now it's just about thinking, okay, right, I have the burger burger bun is providing me with the carbohydrates, I don't need the chips. Maybe if I have a takeaway down the line I'll have them, but that's grand.
I would take out the burger bun
And have the chips.
Have like homemade potatoes or something instead as my carb. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. I like a turkey burger without the bun.
Brilliant. Yeah. So just modify to your needs. But I suppose the association piece was what I was getting at. We are creatures of habit, and we think if we have the tea, have to have the biscuits. If we have the burger, have to have the chips. We don't.
Yeah.
But you did excellent. Thank you.
We've one other videos to have a quick look at here.
Great weight.
Some people use dumbbells, some people use barbells. You use babies. That's brilliant.
7 kilos.
It is absolutely, it's very clever and very
It's the
simple.
cutest thing in the world.
Well,
She
and
was
very
having-
cute,
She was
obviously.
having none of me. She was at the end of her tether, and I was like, she loves to be. So I was like, listen to her.
Grand, I'll pick her up.
But you know, and you were saying you were sore after the workout. Well, that's one of the reasons. You've got a couple of extra kilos there that you're using on
7. I weighed her.
7 extra kilos. Okay, brilliant. That's over a stone on all the movements that you're doing. And it's a very simple way to get some extra weight into your workout and make it more effective. It's brilliant.
Might not hold the toddler
Absolutely
quite yet.
brilliant. You know, it's great. It's fantastic.
Work your way up to that.
But in terms of child development, it's she is now actively involved.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, she's at a crucial stage
Absolutely.
of development.
Yeah.
She's viewing the world around. So it's not about her moving her arms and legs. It's all of that social aspect that I'm getting involved with the person that I love the most, who happens to be my food source as well. You know, it's so much positivity in terms of child development. It's great. It's great.
We had our toddler like helping with all the meal prep, and like she loves that.
Yeah.
Now she did try to rub onion in her eyes. We had to.
We'll get that moment.
Yeah,
you know.
that is why I wanted to do this as well, is like to show them like your legacy of health is what you said, Eddie, and like I definitely we're trying to include them in all of it. So.
Perfect.
I mean, the biggest bit for me is when your hubby says that you're like your old self.
Yeah.
I mean, that's huge.
Yeah.
That is huge.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
felt happy this week. I know, I know
Yeah,
that
it's
struggles
brilliant.
will come, but
Yeah.
I genuinely felt happy this week.
yeah, that's great. That's what we want. Yeah. You just keep doing what you're doing.
Tick along.
And the why, how is your why, developing your why?
Yeah, I definitely, like I said, I would have started weight loss stuff before, but my why probably wasn't strong enough. Whereas like now my why is my girls, and it's definitely going to keep me going.
So keep your why as your girls. But
Yeah.
Think about it now today. I want you to add you into the why.
Yeah. Well, I want to be here. That's for them, but I want to be here.
Yeah. I want to build that out a bit more.
Well, my great granny, my granny, and my mum all died of cancer, so I'm next.
Okay.
Like, I have the gene. I am next in line, and I'd be the first one in 4 generations, not. So, yeah, I have to do it for me because I want to live.
Okay. Yeah.
Basically. I knew you'd make me cry.
Don't make people cry.
Yeah, I know.
But it's important stuff that's coming
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Like what you're saying, it's an underlying anxiety there.
Yeah.
That's pervasive, like really.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And
We're
and
working
it's
on it.
about trying to have a life outside of that anxiety.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can be overwhelmed by it all the time. And that's what you're doing. This week, you took a step outside of that anxiety. Okay.
Yeah.
So you just keep doing what you're doing. Yeah.
I will.
We're so proud of you.
Thanks.
So Gary, you survived your first week.
Yeah.
After Sophie telling you that your snacking was some of the worst she'd ever seen. How did you get on?
I got on quite well.
Yeah?
I haven't had any chocolate. I haven't had a bag of crisps.
Come
I
on.
had one bag of popcorn last night because it was a bit. I started early yesterday morning, so my meals were kind of had earlier than on a normal day, say. So I got a bit peckish last night and had a bag of popcorn. It wasn't bad.
It's like a confession there.
I confessed
We don't
this
like
morning.
Father Sophie.
Father Sophie, I have something to confess.
And of course, Sophie, Gary's filling up a lot more now because he's eating proper amounts of protein, isn't he?
Exactly. So like last time, Gary, or we'll say the 40-day health challenge, how many bars of chocolate were you having?
4.
4.
3 to 4.
3 to 4. So you're getting little sugar hits, but
Yeah.
you're getting an energy boost for a couple of minutes, we'll say half an hour, and then it plummets again. So you're searching for another kind of energy hit. Whereas now we have a balanced meal, healthy balanced meal, that's keeping the energy level sustained for a longer period of time. So we don't have that craving, which is amazing. One thing I do want to ask about, I do love the snack plate, right? I love it, the fruit, okay? But potentially, are we overdoing it, do you think, in terms of the fruit?
I don't think so, but I'm open to your opinion.
Okay, I would disagree with you, right?
Okay.
I do think you are, and I know, like, you're thinking, what is she talking about? She's talking about
No, it's
getting
okay.
rid of chocolate bars, and now she's asked me to get rid of fruit. What's she on about? But the sugar is metabolized in the same way pretty much. Okay, so
Okay.
the sugar in a Mars bar is pretty much the same as the sugar in terms of how it's processed in your body. Okay, so we don't want you just replacing the sugar from the chocolate bars with another sugar source,
Okay.
be it fruit or whatever it is. So do you know how many portions of fruit we should be having a day?
No.
Okay, I'm going to say this, right? 5 to 7 portions of fruit and vegetables. Okay, so I looked at the snap plate there.
Okay.
It was a beautiful sight, by the way, but probably like 4 portions. Okay, 1 portion of fruit being a medium sized fruit like an apple, 2 mini fruits like tangerines or plums or something like that. 15 grams, or sorry, 150 mils of fruit juice or something like that. So I'd imagine you're getting about 4 portions of fruit. I would love you to get a little bit more veg as opposed to the fruit.
Okay.
Okay, so you know the snacks list. Maybe choose other options apart from fruit.
Do you want Gary then to have some, like a protein bit with that fruit?
I would like Gary to aim for 2 to 3 portions of fruit a day. But then another snack option could be like the energy balls or the crackers with the nut butter in them, or just have a look at the snacks list
Okay,
and go
yeah,
for
yeah.
something alternative to the fruit.
Yeah.
So you're getting a different nutrients.
Are they rice cakes? Rice cakes, okay?
You can, yeah? Have
Yeah.
you looked at the snacks list, Gary?
You have, yeah.
Sounds like the Instagram page. It sounds like the Instagram page.
I glanced at it. Okay. No, I looked at it, and
Right.
like Aimee, I'm a picky eater, and sometimes I was looking at the wrong
I mean,
colour.
his wife looked at this like,
No, Jeanette, that's the truth, I think.
It is the truth, without a shadow of a doubt. I probably glanced, Michelle probably looked at it, yeah.
Okay,
Okay, but
just have a little look again,
Yeah.
Gary, right? And it's important to follow the plan. It really is important to follow the plan.
let's have a look at that. Let's make it tangible. Let's look at some stats.
Easy
Okay.
now, Tiger.
Are you nervous about these?
I mean, of course I am, yeah.
Okay. How do you feel after the first week? Forget about these for a
I
second.
feel great after the first week.
Yeah.
I had a really high point this morning. I was out for a walk this morning. I've done more walking this morning than I think I've ever done since school.
Wow.
In one blast, it was 6.4k.
Brilliant. So well done. And like the longest walk you've done since school, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever these are, just before we go at it, you feel great. You look great. You look really healthy. Your skin is really vibrant. You've loads of energy. You've had a great first week. Even if these are terrible, you've had a great first week. All right?
Bored now.
You don't need to be. I'm trying to reassure you. And like, it is important for people who are watching. It isn't always about the numbers.
yeah.
And I'm sure these will be
Yeah.
good, but it's not always. It's important to look at the other indicators of health, how you're eating, your fruit, your fruit intake, how you're feeling, how you're sleeping. They're crucial, and they're as important as anything. We're going to have a look at your weight first of all. All right. So we'll bring up your weight here. Your weight last week was 107 kilos. Today, 104.6 kilograms, 2.4 kilos. That's absolutely phenomenal in terms of weight.
You better give that in pounds and pence.
That's 8. We're coming in 8 pounds altogether.
Wow.
Wow.
It's over half a stone. That's brilliant, Gary. Well
That is
done.
fantastic.
That's fantastic work.
You think you're going to lose that?
No.
What's going through your head?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's going to come out of my head. There's going to be tears coming out of my eyes now.
Gary.
Fuck me. Sorry.
Don't worry, we're all friends here.
I never would have thought I could have lost 8 pounds in a week.
Brilliant. You pat yourself on the back. Well done, brilliant.
From your hard work.
You said you weren't going to cry earlier on, Gary.
No.
I said that too.
Now, when you came in this morning, I
proud of that, aren't you?
I could see it.
Huh? You're proud. You should be proud.
I'm proud of it. I'm a little bit I'm a little bit disappointed in myself
Why?
because 1 week with the changes that I've made, I've lost 8 pounds. I should have done this a long time ago.
No.
No,
Ah,
don't
no.
think like that.
No,
Don't be hard on
You're doing it
yourself.
next time.
That's all right. That's the beat. You're beating yourself up now.
Yeah.
That's like you're beating yourself up.
It's
But
the great you're doing it now.
You know that's like spilt milk. That's gone. The
Yeah.
changes you're taking over this week and next week and the week going forward, that's what you're in control of.
You're here.
What's happened a year ago, 5 years ago, what you said today, that you walked more
Yeah.
today
Yeah.
than you did since you left school.
Yeah.
That's taking control.
I had a car. My dad bought me a car when I was in school, and I don't think I've walked since leaving school. I drove to work when I was 17. I drove to work, and I've been driving ever since.
Doesn't come easy. You
But
know?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it all week.
Yeah.
We're going to have a look at another one. We're going to have a look at your waistline, a very important indicator of health. Because one thing you said during the week was, I feel less bloated.
Yeah.
So I thought,
Yeah.
let's measure your waist. Your waist was 50 inches, and today it's 48
Wow.
inches. You're 2 inches off your waist in 7 days. It's huge. So yes, you feel less bloated, but the stats support that.
Yeah.
Both in terms of the overall loss, in terms of fluid and the body and your weight, but also your inch loss supports it.
So that explains why. I didn't feel as bad as getting into the truck, and I could feel it getting in and out of the truck.
Yeah.
From a sitting position to a standing position, I could feel it that I wasn't seized up. I was seized up. Like.
Sumi, Gary's made significant health kind of indicator progress in a very short space of time, like with the waistline coming down by 2 inches.
Absolutely, totally. I mean, Gary, all of this is that you're setting up these stepping stones, legacy of health. As I've said to you, you've got away with it in your bloods, to date, and you're now future-proofing that things are not going to deteriorate. Because if we carried on in the way that we were looking at setting up for chronic disease. We were looking towards possibly heading towards type 2 diabetes. So you're doing all the work now. And that's that legacy. That's what I want. And that legacy of movement. You want to be springing in and out of your truck, not now, but in 10 years, in 20 years.
Yeah.
You want to be able to walk to the shops. You want to be able to pick up, younger grandchildren.
Have a life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But a phenomenal, I think we're all in agreement, a phenomenal start.
Well done.
And we're very proud of you too. So
Thank
well
you.
done. Good man, dude.
Thanks very much.
Fair play. Now, Jeanette, I love my organisation. And I love my fridge. But my God, your organisation is off the charts. It's are you always unorganised with things?
Not really, no. I might come across as I am, but I don't think I am. But
It's been even the soups, ingredients are in containers. You've really
it's
taken to the plan
ahead.
very, very quickly.
I didn't think I would now, so I was surprising myself. But
Okay. And how did you find the first week?
it's good, yeah. I like it. I've loads of energy, and I found it good. I was learning a lot about the food because I bought foods that I would never have eaten, and I don't measure out food, so that was an eye opener.
Okay.
Because some things were huge portions. And even today, my lunch, I was like, "Am I allowed to eat all this?" In my head, I'm not, but when it's on the plate, I'm saying. And then other stuff was like, oh my God, is that all the peanut butter I'm allowed? For me snack with my apple. Where before I wouldn't have even counted it. I'd have just visually, scooped it out.
And Sophie, that is, with nut butters, like they're highly calorific in small, tiny quantities.
Absolutely. Like people deem them, and they are absolutely healthy, but when we are being cautious in terms of the calories, then they are very high in calories. But what we don't want to do is just cut out the peanut butter because they're high in calories. Absolutely not. Want to include it, great source of protein and fibre. Healthy fats, let's include it, but just be mindful of the portion size.
Okay, we're going to have a look at a few different things. We're going to have a look at your weight first and foremost. So last week we were 82.6 kilos, and today 80.7, just shy of 2 kilograms, 4 and a bit pounds. Fantastic. You've worked hard.
Yeah.
Very
And you're Instagramming like Billio.
I know.
You're a total influencer.
My fingers. It's on my fingers.
All the runs, all the workouts. But again, the numbers are adding up really well.
Yeah.
And sticking to the food plan, getting more awareness around your portion control.
Yeah, it just goes to show, because as I said, I haven't lost weight in months, I've been the same, no matter what I try to do.
Wow.
So, as I said, I was looking at the stuff saying, surely I can't be losing weight eating all this. And even my friends are saying, because I put up the photos, and they're like, are you allowed all that, like spinach, or are you allowed all that pasta? And I was like, I don't know, I'm just going to trust the process. I'll tell you what to eat, it. But no, it's great, thanks.
Next up is your metabolic age. We're going to have a look at that.
I wasn't better at that now when you told me what it was first.
You and a few others, don't worry. You and a few others.
I know.
It was 60.
It was.
Let's have a look at what it is today.
It's
after
gone up now, I'm leaving.
7 days of hard work. 55 already. Good.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So it's brilliant. And what that tells us is you're getting down towards the muscle mass and the fat mass compositions that we would expect.
I might be 21 at the end
You
of it.
might. But again, it doesn't come easy, right? You're doing the work, and we can see that from like the runs, the workouts. You're puffed, you're red faced after it. You're knuckling down, and the numbers are coming, which is brilliant. And you can see from that video, like in all everything's in
I'm
tubs.
surprising myself because
Everything's printed off. You have the laminated folder going on. Like that's the queen of our. That's what we're going to call you from now on. The queen of our.
I'll take it.
One thing I do want to chat about though is your noisy knees. Have a listen to this.
No, this is...
Oh, lads.
I'm really, look at the movement. You don't have any issues with your knees. So there's 4 things around joints and noise that we look out for. Pain, swelling, redness, and if there's difficulty in movement. And you don't have any of those. So what's happening around our joints, around your elbow, around your knee, around your hips, we've got some fluid, and that fluid protects the joints. But when we move, we're going to get little bubbles in there.
Right.
And then those bubbles burst and they go pop, pop, pop.
Wow.
And that's the noise you hear. So, when people bend back their fingers and you hear...
Or crack your knuckles maybe?
Yeah, that's just little air bubbles.
Now, Martina, I think everyone's going to be envious of your home gym. That's the first thing I'm going to say to you. It's really cool.
You can all come down. You can have a membership. Yeah. It's a
fantastic.
conservatory that we use now. My husband is quite active, so he used to use it. I never did, obviously. So yeah, I'm using it now. So it's great. It's a great space. It's freezing cold in the morning.
You warm up pretty quickly
I have
once you get
hat
moving.
on and I go in. I do warm up pretty quick.
When we first spoke, you were kind of concerned around your sugar intake and reducing that. How have you found that over the first week?
Amazing. I stopped. I'm drinking 1 cup a day with no sugar,
Unbelievable. Wow.
and I don't miss it.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
Which I'm amazed at. I'm amazed that I could have done this all the time. Like you said, why didn't I do this earlier? I'm fine with it. I'm drinking 1 and I'm drinking before 2 o'clock. So you said to us before
Absolutely.
that
Has
the
to
caffeine.
sleep. Yeah.
So I took all that in and I'm stopping. My last cup, my only cup, is before 2 o'clock.
Well done.
I'm drinking 2 litres of water a day.
Well done.
Goodness.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah. So
But again, like the rest of the challengers, you look great.
Your skin,
Like you're youthful. You're radiant looking from all the water and all the exercise.
I loved the first week. I just got stuck in and I said, this is my time.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
This is my opportunity, and I'm going to start crying.
You're all right. You're all right. Take a deep breath. You're all right. You're okay.
And I'm not going to let this pass. I'm going to take it on and just do it.
You smashed it.
Yeah.
You felt fantastic.
I didn't do
first week.
anything wrong, but I did everything that I was
You're going back
supposed
to
to do.
school.
Even with the snow, which you would have got a lot of, did
We
you?
had a huge amount of snow.
Yeah, that didn't stop you?
No, it didn't. And if that didn't stop me, nothing is going to stop me. Because we were really snowed in. But I just did it. I said, this is it, Martina, just do it. And I did. Well, I hope I did.
We're going to have a look at some stats. Okay? We're going to look at your weight and we're going to look at your body fat percentage. Okay? Okay, let's have a look at your weight first and foremost. We'll bring it up on the screen. You were 83 kilos last week, and today we're 82.5 kilos. So 1.1 pounds down. Super. Weight loss should be slow and steady. Garry is an exception to the rule because A, he's a man, and B, his sugar intake was so high that now it's regulating itself and he's weeing out all the weight. You aim for in around that. That'd be about normal.
Okay.
And now he's all embarrassed because he said we in the same sentence. But that's what you get. That's what we would hope for, right?
Okay.
Absolutely is. Like you're female, you're that little bit older. There's a lot more hormonal interference going on. That is brilliant.
Okay.
Absolutely super. We're gonna have a look at your body fat mass now too. Last week you were 39.7. And your body fat percentage is 38.9. That's huge.
Huge.
Okay.
That's nearly a full percent. You might think that's tiny. Trust me, it is not. We're aiming to bring your body fat percentage to under 35%.
Okay.
Okay, that'd be the goal for a female in your age profile. So to get nearly a full percent is absolutely super. Brilliant.
Okay.
Really, really, really good.
Okay.
Okay? I want to have a look at one video. I'm going to bring... You nervous with the video?
Yeah. It's not holding
Hey, just about to start the resistance this morning. Oh, I'm kind of dreading it because I'm so sore from Monday. I can't believe how sore I am. Yep, that is sore. Yeah, my legs are feeling that.
There's a lot of sore in your week, wasn't it?
I'm very sore. Oh my God. I couldn't move for 2 days after Monday. Seriously. I actually couldn't.
Whereabouts?
My core.
Oh yeah, okay,
my
great.
legs.
Great, good, yeah.
Just.
And you're quite fit, so you cycle, right?
I thought I was.
Yeah. Okay, great, good. So, okay, what we've done is we've taken someone who's quite fit, who cycles a lot, and thrown something totally different at them, which is the resistance exercise, which is something that so few people do. It's around 1 in 10 in terms of the population who actually do it. It is hard. It does get easier.
Okay.
That's the good news. You begin to recover quicker after the workouts, all right?
Yeah.
But that sense of soreness is quite normal
Yeah.
in terms of what you do to alleviate it. Easy movement is really important. A hot Epsom salt bath
Okay.
is really good. Massage from your partner,
Excellent.
always a winner. Tell him Karl said that.
It's the one thing that women are not as good at as men. And that's doing the resistance work. And you don't need weights. You can use your own body weight. So all those exercises Karl is going to take you through, starting with the easier ones, moving their way through in a phased approach. So super important. Because with the resistance work, you preserve your muscle mass, or may even increase your muscle mass. With that, you're going to preserve your bone density. We don't want our bones to thin. We don't want to get frail as we get older. You know, weather like this, if your bones don't have the density, you slip, you fall, you're at a higher risk of a fracture. Okay, you might even know of family members over the years that might, you know, older people that might have slipped, you know, very simple fall and they fractured something. Why is that? Because over the years, they've not been given the chance to do the resistance work. We know it's so crucial, so important. As women, as we get older, we're losing our estrogen. It happens, fact. As we lose our estrogen, our bones are going to thin.
Okay.
And one of the ways around that is by doing this resistance work.
It's one thing for us building a plan, but to see the challengers take that into action and the results that have come from it have been absolutely phenomenal. So a really big well done and a really big thank you. And more work ahead. Phase 2 kicks in on day 11, but you'll get to that. You'll get to that. And for all of you at home, thank you so much for watching. Remember, you can start the challenge at any time on 40dayhealthchallenge.ie, our YouTube and our social media channels. You're watching from all around the world, and we really, really appreciate it. From studio, Slán go fóill. Join us again next Tuesday, where we will be catching up with Olivia.
So, good morning, everybody. The start of the 40-day challenge.
John.
We're just about to take off, so look, this will be the 30-minute cardio session.
Adele.
I always find these, and it's hard.
Grania.
Good morning from a very cold West Limerick.
Deirdre.
My head told me that the tahini paste wouldn't be nice, but then my taste buds said, yeah, that's actually okay.
Jim.
Just my muscles were aching after yesterday. I got a bit carried away. I came down sideways down the stairs this morning, so.
Dara.
And I've decided, as part of my commitment to the 40-day programme, I'm going to write a little note to myself every day about how my journey is going.
And Eileen.
Okay, I did this walk today. I'm still doing it, but I'm a little bit slow because I'm post-surgery.